Hello, everybody. This is Smoakdragon2 here, and this is a game that I played whenever it was on itch.io called Changeling Tale. And it's a very heartwarming romantic game, visual novel, about, by, reading from the store page, finding oneself and finding true love. And I do have to say, from what I remember playing on the part that I had played in the itch.io version, it is. You have three women that you could choose from, and each one of them has a secret. Well, as the title suggests, Changeling. But anyway, I digress. It's a very good game. A chill wind brushes my skin as I huddle across the trench wall. It's a sure sign that winter will be on us soon. I pull my legs in close to brace myself against the cold. And my boots squash loudly as they drag through the mud. A star flare arcs lazily across the sky. My thoughts drift to that first winter when I disembarked in France, wondering if the war would be over before I ever made it to the front. Hardly. The heart of that enthusiastic boy may have died 4 years ago, but I live on. 4 years of living a nightmare. In many ways, tonight is no different. The distant thuds of shell fire, the occasional crack of a rifle shot piercing air, the devil's lullaby. But the fire is sporadic and wrought as dawn approaches. There is to be a ceasefire today, or so we are told. Rumors are circulating that it will go into effect across the whole front. Could the nightmare finally be coming to an end? I tell myself I should feel joy, relief, hope, something, but those feelings elude me. The other lads are silent as well. Silence and emptiness. Is that all the future holds? No answers are carried on. The whistling wind. My hand falls inside my soaked overcoat and produces a letter. I've read it a dozen times, and I read it again. Dear Smalcolm, it is with a heavy heart that I write to you. Just yesterday we received word that your beloved grandfather has passed on to the land of the Heavenly Father. They may rest joyfully in peace. There may he rest joyfully in peace. Your grandmother says that she will be fine, assures us that she will be fine, but we know that with all's life on the farm is quiet, it is also duty. She will be need assistance. Bruce, your mother and I think often of you. Be safe. Your proud father. Never, Bruce. Kurt, as always, while the other boys get parcels from their families, I only receive the odd letter here or there. Posting packages, taxes, and already stretched budget. Mom and Pa said once they moved to the city, being out of Akhnakhrud and away from their small world was all I had ever wanted. Things seemed so much clearer than when the war was fresh. Now with a glimmer, the end in sight, the future is as mighty as this damn trench. Kill a home I try to imagine myself with. Scourge papers in hand. Send it back across the channel. Where am I headed? To the city to via of the factor job. With all the others returning soldiers to school. To wait or of everything am I really destined to spend my days back on my old family farm. I'm no clairvoyant, there's no vision. I've stared at it from resignation sets in. Really, what difference does it make what's left to lose? I marvel and I hunger down, considering the precious minutes until I said that we're gonna set for good. Once I knew he was returning home. Malcolm was safe. That was all that mattered. He was alive. I could only hope he was unharmed and no further danger ever came to him. Changeling Tale. Chapter 1, Homecoming. Almost home, Hazel. I leaned forward and pat my new companion as we trot along the ridge towards the village. It has been quite a long ride from Strathcarone, where I picked her up at auction. The mare offered a disapproving snort as if to say, "This is clearly not her home." Home. I weigh the word on my mind. It is truly my home. Is it truly my home anymore? I've trod up and down the road almost all my life, but that feels like it was years ago. All around us, the foothills roll musically like lines in a songbook. I would like to think I could still play notes on the flute my father willed for me out of pine when I was still a wee lad. Oh, and if you can't guess, this is pretty much European based. The memories are flooded back, all right, but they feel disconnected, as if they were from someone else's life, like sitting in the audience of a moving picture. Still, I can't help but feel emotional from the family, from familiar scenery. The bluebells, the heather. Bluebells and heather are in full bloom, though it is May and still the seasons of cold. It's almost enough to quell the memories, the dissolute landscapes left behind. A fresh start and a clean slate. Maybe this can be home once again. Very nice artwork too. That's one thing I liked about it whenever I was first playing it. The sky is getting dark as we finally make our way into Aknakrud, the humble cluster of aging dwellings that beckons us in. Cozy oasis in the raw landscape of the highlands. As we navigate the well-trodden path, I realize that something feels off. Tiny village was never much hustle and bustle outside of market day, but apart from the church of gravel under Hazel's hooves, the whole place was eerily silent. I shake my head. The wars touched here too. Then, how many men would never return? A black cat emerges from an alley and peers at us, as if to punctuate the gloom. Grand used to say black cats were drawn by freshly departed souls, and I can't help but shiver. Hazel seems a little spooked too, but once we've trotted past, she relaxes back into a stroll. We're round the bend and finally hear signs of life from the buildings ahead. From a building ahead. The stag and Nanny, of course. Definitely married even in the toughest of times. My stomach rumbles, reminding me that I've not eaten since the single biscuit at the train stop this morning. A pint and a hearty stew would sure fill every craving inside me right now. The music and laughter are inviting. A short detour won't do any harm, will it? After all, it's been months since the letter. Surely Graham can wait a few hours more. Set off Hazel and looped her reins tightly around the post. Because I'd quickly learned she is a sore girl, almost petty in her erratic behavior, and apparently why I received her at such a fair bid. She glared at me disapprovingly. Buck up. I'll be treating you well enough. It's just a quick stop, love. I'll be out in a jiff and sober too. She huffs skeptically. Well, probably, mostly. As I opened the door, the clouds of smoke part, revealing a comfortable scene. God, how I missed it. It's a regular Wednesday night at the Stag and Nanny. The noise of tired, happy drunkards is music to my ears indeed. The barkeep is one of the loudest, mingling among the cones at table. Before I knew it, a little sprite of a woman approached me. Wispy tufts of brown hair peeked out from under a large floppy hat. She smiles shyly at me and reaches out towards my arm. Welcome home, soldier. Oh, why, thank you. She blushes and her voice becomes quiet and drowned out by the commotion. So, how does it feel to be home? I'm sorry? She blushes even harder and takes a deep breath. But before she can finish her thoughts, I am grabbed by the barkeep. His handshake is firm and benevolent. Another one home. Good to see you, lad. And you, a sight for sore eyes, and looking sharp as ever, Ballard. Balgar pulls me in and gives me a hearty slap on the back. We're all right proud of you, my boy. It's good to have you back. It's a relief to be here. I mean it. All my worries were hefted away, mingling into the room's smoky-filled haze. Balgar steps aside and studies me from head to toe. It feels like an officer's inspection. And stately, my body snaps to attention. He nods. You were but a wee lad when I served you your first brew. Let me pour you another. A beer for a man. As Balgar heads to the bar, others gather around to congratulate and welcome me back. It dawns on me I am still in uniform, identifiable as a homecomer, a survivor. I spot similar welcomings throughout the bar and wonder who I might remember. I hadn't seen any of my friends since before the war. They separated most of the recruits from town into class regiments and scattered us leagues apart. There were a few recognizable faces of older gentlemen I knew by looks, not by name, but most of the pub goers are an elderly sort. Absent are the lads my age with whom I'd raised a ruckus. I tell myself they are still overseas waiting for their ticket home. Best not to dwell on the alternative. Come to think of it, I didn't recognize the brown-haired girl from town either. Wait, had she left already? My stomach rumbles again, reminding me why I came. I navigate through the gauntlet of handshakes and back pats to an empty seat at a table. Before I knew it, Balger places a pint in front of me, a delectable flasky flaky Bridie appears soon after by a gentleman doffing his cap with his compliments. I could get used to this. Ravenous, I quickly down the pastry and the beverage. The heavy flavors cling to my throat. Comfortably, it's good to be back. People around me are yammering about politics and work, weather, and loved ones. Then I spot a glimpse of red in the corner, and all at once the dine hushes. The gas lamp becomes dim, and the crowd collectively turns to the back. A pixie of a girl steps into the light. A flapper. I can't believe my eyes. A flapper. Here. In this backwater. The visitors had certainly changed. If it's attracting this sort of girl. I can tell from the crowd's expression that there are mixed feelings about that too. She set down her cigarette from another corner. I hear the crackle of a recording being placed on a Victrola. Tinny notes filled the pub. They remind me of some songs I'd heard coming from the American camp while we all waited for our boats home. There's a pause in the rhythm, and she began her act. Her crystal voice and swaying dance break open the room. It's a song about dancing in the dunes out in the Orient under the crescent moon, and it's like nothing I've seen or heard before. And what's interesting is, back whenever I played it, it didn't have this option to where you could pick what is a deciding branch, what's a branching path, what's a romance option. This is a romance option for her, and as you can tell by this symbol looking like a wolf, she changed because I played through this. Hold on a moment. I played through this option whenever it was on itch.io. It had at least like one or two of the paths already where you could choose. I played through hers. She's a wolf. She changes into a wolf. Well, not pure wolf, but, furry, anthropomorphic. But it took me a while to know which was which because it didn't have this option. So I played through it once, and then I played through getting, like, all the options I could. So, yes, it's a deciding option. And this is the choice for choosing the wolf. It's enchanting. Her red lips shine as she smirks and crips and chirps her way through the tune, toying with the audience. She's a flirt, and a stunning one at that. I beckon Bulger over. Another pint, lad? Aye, and something extra. Send a flapper whiskey. Extra cherries. On me. He laughs, and he collects some empties. Enjoying the new entertainment, huh? Aye, she's been a hit with a lot of the regulars. Less so with the, stodgy ones. One whiskey grenadine coming up. Mine. We've not had a batch of cherries come in since the damned U-boats moved in off the Hiberns, but I'll see what I can do for you and the fine lady. With a laugh, he spins away. I find myself lost again in the flapper's exotic twirls. What a sight she is. Also, I might be skipping some animations here. Maybe some. And if you want the full experience, please buy this thing on Steam. It's on Steam. It's the Changeling Tale, and I recommend it 100%. It's heartwarming to me. Anyway, well, I think now I know this is short. And besides, this is a visual novel, so visual novels, it would take a while. This is a short video for me. If you like my video style, it's my video style being straight recording, no editing whatsoever. Please leave a like, please leave a comment. If you don't like it, please leave a comment. Please tell me what you think I should do better. if you want to support my channel, please. I have a Patreon. It's Smoakdragon backslash Patreon. Well, it's patreon.com backslash Smoakdragon. And yes, I'm not as active as I need to be, but trust me, if I know that people like my stuff, and if I know people are wanting to support me, yes, I will try to be more active than I already am, which is only like 1 or 2 videos a week. But I'll try to be more active if I know that people are supporting me, want to see. And also to try to get a better recording setup, a better monitor. Also, if you could recommend me a good editor or anything, then that would be greatly appreciated. I thank you very much. And please, as said, if you like this, if you like the way this looks as of right now, and if you like my videos, please like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. What you want me to improve. If you want me just to shut the hell up. Anyway, that's it. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye.